Reality shows are all but reality. However, people still love them. So I asked myself, why? Why do we love these overly dramatic, fake scenario shows that are supposed to be about real life? What I found out? Watch and see. Firstly, I should probably say I am not a fan of reality shows. I don't think I ever watched any. Spoiler alert, I did, but we'll talk about it later. I do enjoy the bizarre though, and I love to watch reaction videos on these reality shows when I'm in the right mood. However, I think I never watched The Bachelor or Big Brother or any of the Czech versions of these reality shows, which are, by the way, very bizarre from my point of view. But back to the video. According to the dictionary, reality show is a noun, a television program in which ordinary people are continuously filmed, designed to be entertaining rather than informative. It's a TV show genre with supposedly unscripted real-life scenarios. First reality shows appeared in the US in the 40s and started mostly as hidden camera types of shows. The first reality show ever was called Candid Camera from 1948. However, it became even a year earlier in 1947 when it was a radio program called Candid Microphone. Candid Microphone was quite popular, and because of that they decided to switch hidden mics for hidden cameras and make film shorts. This show has been even revived multiple times throughout the history, throughout the years, last time in 2014. One of the next first big TV reality shows was called The American Sportsman. It's exactly what you think it is. It's hosts and celebrities doing sports. When it first aired in the 60s, people didn't have really anything as Instagram or other social media, so the only way to peer a little bit into the lives of celebrities were exactly these shows. You could see celebrities doing quite normal things, such running, playing football. It was quite popular for this reason. Some other reality shows icons could be The American Family, Real People, or The Cops. Although I'd like to say something like TV shows before 21st century weren't scripted, that'd be a lie. Some things never change, and even reality was bended since forever. Reality show is a bit bigger term than what I imagined it to be at first. When I heard the term reality show, I imagined the Kardashians or Big Brother. But what about Hell's Kitchen, Survivor, The Shark Tank, RuPaul's Drag Race? All of these are reality shows and they just don't fit into my idea of what the term reality show stands for. But they are hella iconic. Come on, like the Gordon Ramsay memes are perfect. By the way, that means I was watching reality shows way before and I just didn't realize it. I really don't know what I imagined those shows to be, like what genre, but yeah, they're reality shows. I watched Survivor when I was like 7. It's one of my core memories. I watched MasterChef. I watched The Voice. I know like Czech version of these shows, and yeah, I kind of loved them. Right now, I'm not really interested to watch them. However, before, when I was younger, they were quite appealing and I quite enjoyed them. As well as the American Ninja Warrior. I think that was like the peak. I think we all imagined as children that it's the easiest thing to do, and why do people fall off those different obstacles? That's funny. So, how would we divide them? How would we divide reality shows? First, we should say there are many different formats of reality shows. We can say that those formats fall under two main subgenres. However, the formats themselves could be subgenres. That's what I like think. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope you understood. So let's now say what I meant by the two subgenres. By the two subgenres, I meant competition and non-competition shows. Under competition falls cooking shows, singing competitions, some sports competitions, cooking shows like Hell's Kitchen, MasterChef, The Great British Bake Off, I believe. That's a competition show. Under singing competitions, of course, The Voice, sports competitions. I could only come up with the American Ninja Warrior. I even wrote down fashion shows because, like, America's Next Top Model, they compete who's going to be the next top model. This one is kind of, I'm not sure if it really is like competition. And Survivor. I don't know if Survivor could be called sports competition. So, yeah, Survivor is a competition show, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Under non-competition fall dating shows like Love Island, Love is Blind, The Bachelor. Then we have some makeovers, real crime shows, and shows about celebrities' lives. So-called docu-series, like documentary series, documenting the lives of people. For example, the Kardashians, and I believe Big Brother could be there too. I believe all of you could find some show that you know or like. If you did, you can write down below into the comments which one is your favorite. If you didn't find here any that you know or like, you can also comment that and give someone some recommendation. And now we can get finally to the point of this video. Why do people love them? Yay! First, I'll say the most obvious reason, the bizarre. Sometimes it's really fun and even satisfying to see people doing miserably at some competition, or to see people live their life quite unrealistically and just really like doing stupid decisions. We can then feel better that we are actually better than them. In the end, this is the exact reason why some celebrities and influencers who should be cancelled aren't. Because we love bizarre and we love as people to laugh at others who we feel that are like beneath us. We can get that satisfactory feeling that we are just better than someone else. But I guess we all figured out this reason. Since we could figure out that reason, I decided to dive a bit into the psychology pool and find some backed up data. I'm kidding, people. I'm kidding. I didn't do that. Yes, I read some stuff, but Jesus, chill. If you feel like bizarre wasn't the most obvious reason and something like unwinding after work would be, yes, you're correct, since you aren't some bizarre seeking reality shows ignorant person like me. I couldn't come up literally with better reason. Yes, you would be completely correct. That's the reason why people watch those shows, I would say, the most. Many people enjoy watching the reality shows because they aren't as demanding as some other genres. You know, you can simply turn off your brain and enjoy a bit of drama. By the way, many people know that many of the reality shows are scripted and they still watch it because of the drama. I also read that exactly the fact that people know that not everything is true actually helps them to evolve their critical thinking. They improve their critical thinking because, you know, they have to think a bit what is actually reality and what is scripted. So that's actually something interesting I didn't know. Also, I believe the fake drama is the thing that gets these shows going, because without them, what would they watch it for? Another reason why people watch these shows is that they are huge fans of a celebrity or an influencer, and this is the best way to peek into the celebrity's privacy. It's like a premium version of Instagram. Just imagine your favorite singer would have a YouTube channel and would make vlogs about their life. But, well, they usually don't. And the only place where you can find them virtually outside of their field of work is a reality show. And I think interviews are a type of reality shows too, maybe. The idea of seeing into other people's lives, especially those of your role models, brings people a lot of dopamine and joy and satisfaction. In general, it's interesting for people to watch lives that gravely differ from their own, and we also have the need to be interested in everyone's lives but our own. I mean, I can't pretend I'm not watching some videos on YouTube just because of the person in front of the camera, because of the celebrity. However, recently I started more and more think that it's really a bit weird that we are so interested and invested in lives of people who don't have anything in common with us, except for the fact that we love, for example, their music or the films they star in. I mean, it's really interesting that we have the need. I mean, probably not everyone, but many, many, many people do. If you know some reason behind that, you can elaborate in the comments. Thanks. The last reason I'm going to mention today is authenticity. Although reality shows are not 100% real, and people who believe that put too much trust into TV and production, they still have real people in them, real situations, real emotions, and they are in real spaces. The people in the shows aren't somewhere on the moon, they are here on Earth with us. That means we can actually resonate with some of the problems, situations, and emotions they feel. And it doesn't really matter how much richer or subjectively beautiful the person is. So yeah, that's the end of this week's video. Reality TV shows are here with us for a long time. And although the world changes, some things stay the same, and these shows are still able to provide us the entertainment we seek, and it doesn't really matter for what reason people like or love them. I wouldn't be surprised if I forgot some reason why people love them, so just know that we all have our own reasons, and I just wanted to put a few here into the video. You can just imagine or find your own. See you next week at the same time, and bye! Pew.